Yo, 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 what's goody, yitty, yitty, y'all? It's your boy Remo the Satiro. I'm back with another V-Joe. Another V-Joe. Another V-Joe for your ass. And in this V-Joe, I want to talk about this chick that I dated that looked just like, well, I didn't date her. I tricked with her, and she looked just like Jaguar Wright. This chick looked just like Jaguar Wright, and she was a crackhead. And she gave me head for $2. I ain't lying, yo. I am not lying, man. That is the honest to God truth. She gave me head for $2. It was funny because the way it happened, she got in my car. I used to always go to this store. This one store always had a bunch of prostitutes hanging around it. And some of them prostitutes look good, especially the ones that look like they probably just started smoking crack. And this chick was one of them. She looked like she may have just started smoking crack, and she still had a nice shape and everything. I mean, you could look at her eyes and tell, you know, crackheads got that look, you know what I mean? Like they ain't been sleeping for 3-4 days. She had that look like she ain't been to sleep, but yet she was wide awoke. You know what I mean? And I pulled up, and she propositioned me, and I was like, "I'll be back." I said, let me go take my aunt her cigarettes or something like that." I said, and so, oh, matter of fact, this was when I was dealing. No, I know what it was. I had bought some blunts. I said, I lied. I said, let me go take my aunt her blunts. But I was going to take that chick that looked like Kim Fields her blunts because she smoked a lot of weed. So I dropped her blunts off, came back to the store to pick up Jaguar Wright. And when she got in my car, she started stripping. Like she pulled her pants down. She took her bra off. And she was like, come on, you gonna get some? I said, huh? I said, how I'm gonna get some in the front seat? Like, I'm 6'1", and she had to be like maybe 5'8", 5'9", or something like that. And I had a little Chevy, I had a white Chevy Cavalier. It was a 94, it was a 4-door. And I was like, how the fuck we gonna screw in this little car? And I was like, oh shoot. Honestly, I really didn't have no money on me. All I had was a few dollars. I said, yo, I forgot. I said, I just spent my last couple dollars on them blunts. I said, I only got $2 left. And she was like, $2? She said, why don't you go to the ATM? I said, man, the ATM closed. This was back when M&T Bank ATMs closed at a certain time. You couldn't even go in the foyer to use the ATM machine. They have it locked down. So I said, my fault. I was like, nah, seriously, I thought I had money on me. And I told her, I said, my fault. I was like, I'll take you wherever you want to go. I said, put your clothes back on. I said, where you want to go? I had a tank full of gas. I ain't had no money. I said, where you want to go? I'll drop you off. She was like, well, take me to such and such place. I was like, okay. All right, that was only maybe 5 or 10 minutes from where we was from. And I had to go that way anyway. So I took her to where she had to go. And I got ready to drop her off, and it looked like a crack house. Because I saw people coming in and out, in and out. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, this where you want to go? She was like, yeah. Before she got out the car, she was like, just give me that $2. I was like, you want my last $2? And she was like, yeah. I said, what you gonna give me? She was like, pull your weeder deeder out. So I said, okay. So I had pulled it out, gave her the $2, and she gave me $2 worth of head. I ain't even come, y'all, because it was only like 2 minutes. But it was all right for $2. Hey, you can't beat that. That's like getting a 35-cent soda out the soda machine at Walmart. Or at the grocery store. The canned sodas at the grocery store be cheap, especially if you go to like Sam's Club. I think they be like, I ain't been in a while. They used to be like 35 or 50 cents for a can of soda. You'd be like, shit, that's a good deal. That's how I felt. $2 for like 2 minutes worth of head? Not bad. And she did a good job. Yeah, and it was funny because she was like, I'm only gonna be in and out. She was like, I'm just going in, and I knew she was going to get some crack. And she was like, take me back to where you picked me up from, and I'll give you some more head when we get there. I said, okay. So she went in there real quick, in and out, just like a crack house. But as she was coming back out, she was firing up that stem. Because she knew not to come. She knew she couldn't smoke it in my car. She was firing up that stem. She took a hit, and I was playing NWA, the Niggas for Life album. The first song, yeah, above the laws in this motherfucker, Black Mafia for life, down with the real niggas for life. Haha. Remember that song? It was the intro. I was blasting that because I thought the bitch was gonna, come out and jump in. She came out and she was hitting that stem. She heard that NWA. So she was like, yeah, nigga. As she was firing up the stem, she was like, yeah, nigga, turn that shit up. Motherfuckers looking out the window and shit. I'm like, yo, man, some niggas about to come out and try to rob me. They gonna try to gaffle me up. I was like, her. So she went in there and bought a bump. She took a hit. She was like, I told you to turn that shit up. What the fuck you turning it down for? She was bopping real hard. Yeah, nigga, turn that shit up. I was like, get your ass. I said, I'm about to go. So she was like, all right. So she took a blast. She took another hit. Then she stood in front of my car. She was like, wait a minute, you ain't going nowhere. And I was like, if you don't get the fuck from in front of my car, I'm gonna run your ass over. She was like, wait a minute, let me take one more hit. She took a hit, and she sat on my car hood, took a hit, everybody looking out their windows and shit. Niggas sitting on the crack, it was late at night. Niggas was sitting on the porch of the crack house, cracking up. Some old niggas drinking beer, laughing. And she took another hit. She came around to the driver's side door. She was doing her mouth all like, you still gonna take me? I said, yeah. She was like, you still want me to give you some head? I was like, yeah, ain't that the deal? This bitch started breakdancing. She was like, yeah, nigga. She was like, hold on a minute. She was like, whoa, that was some good shit. She was like, what y'all putting this shit while she was breakdancing? And I said, I'm about to go. So I started driving off a little bit. I started driving up. And so she was like, hold on. She started tapping on my hood. Hold on. And I'm like, man, I hope these niggas don't think this my girl or nothing. So I was like, yo, you embarrassing me out here. She was like, take me back to the place. And I was like, I don't even want no hair. You don't smoke that shit. I don't want no crack all over my dick. And so she was like, I ain't got no crack in my mouth. She was like, you don't know nothing about crack. I said, no, and I don't want to know. So I dropped her ass off. Didn't see her again for probably for like another year. And when I saw her a year later, no, maybe like 2 years later. I saw her 2 years later, and she was doing the same thing she was doing when she came out of that crack house. She had got worse by this time. She was dancing, like walking down the street just dancing, like she was dancing to no music. I was like, oh man. And by that time, she was really fucked up. She had lost a lot of weight. She looked like a skinny Jaguar right then. At that time, right then and there, she looked like a skinny Jaguar Wright, And fast forward to about, because that was back in 2004. Fast forward to about 2021 or 2022. I'm watching the news, and they said a prostitute got stabbed. And they said the name of the prostitute, and I was like, oh shit, that's her. So I Googled the shit, and I saw her face on the picture. And somebody tried to trick with her and slit her throat. She died instantly. She bled to death. I was like, oh man. I was like, damn, she didn't deserve that. But apparently she never got off that crack. And I saw that crack ruin a lot of people's lives. That's one of the reasons why I never got into selling it. I tried to sell it, but I didn't like what it was doing to people, because most of my customers was women, and I didn't like what they would do for the stuff. Like I said, she was sucking. She gave me some dome for $2. I've had women offer me less than that. You know, so imagine what they doing with these big drug dealers. You know what I mean? Imagine what they doing to these weirdo drug dealers. You know, these little weird dudes be running trains on. You know what I'm saying? Young weird niggas don't care about people. All they care about is money and themselves. I didn't like that shit. I said this drug is the devil itself. It's the white devil. So I didn't want to sell it. I never wanted to use it. You know, I was there. Oh man, I can count on my hand how many times I smoked weed. You know what I mean? Never wanted to do none of that street shit. My whole thing was if I can't buy it out of a store, I don't want to do it. Now you can buy weed, but shit. You know, that ain't my thing. I like to have a clear mind. You know, I don't even drink no more. I ain't drink in damn near 15 years. But yeah, y'all, that was part 2 of the wild summer of 2004. Me getting domed for $2 from Jaguar Wright, y'all. It's your boy Rebo. Like, share, subscribe, man. Holla at your boy. Leave me a comment down in the comment section. Peace.